Good morning, my rainbow band. How are you today? This is your ever-loving host and sometimes manservant, Paul, wishing you a happy weekend. I hope it's a good one where you are. I can't say the same for us. We're still debris up to our necks. We're making hay though. Well, not that kind of hay, but we are making progress. Hopefully there'll be more cleanup trucks to come and serve our main boulevards here. This turned out to be a bigger thing than many of us thought of. I was just looking out the window. I see the wind is blowing because of Hurricane Nate, which is in the central Gulf of Mexico, which we're getting a nice dry... What are we getting? What are we getting here? I guess we're getting a northeasterly breeze, southeasterly, easterly. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Go watch Stephanie Abrams on the Weather Channel. She knows everything. What does she always say? You know, we are all meteorologists, and that makes a tremendous difference. Have you ever watched her? What a pain in the ass. I just can't believe that girl. She's the most unfeminine person that I've ever watched on television. And then she goes off on this tangent of talking about the football games and where they're going to be played and what times they're going to be played. I can see where her head is at. That's fine. Anyway, I just want to say hey to you. It is the weekend, and my ever-loving Brad is now, I think he should be about ready to come home. He went to his Spirit Title office where they make millions of dreams come true with people buying a new home, and I guess he had a lot of paperwork. He leaves me a note usually before I wake up in the morning, and the note on Thursday said I probably am going to be a bit late-ish. I have some things to catch up on, and he indicated that he was a little late. He came home 8 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. I was still out cleaning up outside the debris. Branches, leaves, oh God, and when they start to turn wet and decompose, it doesn't smell so pretty out there in a 95-degree heat index day. So we were just talking about, you know, I guess random things. We're going to Philly next weekend to celebrate his birthday. 60th birthday for Brad. He's getting there. Now he looks good. His stomach doesn't look so good though. I mean, he's catching it. He's catching his age, and his age would have been saved a little bit. You know, the physical aspects of it, if he wouldn't be so damned conscientious. But I guess he's got a good company. I mean, it's not my dream. I always tell him that it's your dream. My dream is to be back on the farm in Panama, planting some cacaos and, you know, just doing a lot of good stuff for the tropical fruit farmers down there. And I would like to turn a part of our property there into a botanical park. And I would there's a Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute on the island of Bocas del Toro, in Bocas del Toro province, Panama, which abuts the southwest corner of Costa Rica. I always have to think differently because it's these countries go this way down there, not this way. It's on the Atlantic side. Anyway, and that was always my dream. I wanted to make this piece of property have a little special significance for future generations who will enjoy, you know, fantastic an array of natives and exotics that are not going to be invasive to that beautiful area, which is going to be just like Florida. I mean, the Bocas del Toro is an archipelago. It's got myriad of little islands and islets, very much like the Florida Keys, although there are 3 or 4 islands in there that have an actual good-sized hill, mountain if you will, going through the center spine of them. That's Isla Colón, which is where Bocas del Toro is. Isla Papa, which is, there wasn't any electricity, was off grid. I don't know if it's got it now. Probably it's using solar more. I forget the other name, and I shouldn't, because Cristobal. No, I don't know. Well, it's one of those. Look on the map of the archipelago of Bocas del Toro, and you'll know. Anyway, our property's on the mainland, overlooking that part of the Caribbean. It's really gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. It's got some specimen trees there that are very rare in Central America, and it's the only place in Central America where these palms grow. It's an Eriatria deltoidea. Kind of looks like a foxtail palm, but it's got stilts. Beautiful tree. It fruits copiously. So you know, I've stolen some seeds from there, and yeah, I put them in my sock in the dirty, stinky clothes. When I go through customs, they don't look at it, and it doesn't X-ray, so it's okay. I guess non-metal things don't show up, other than maybe it looks like chocolates on the screen. I haven't been stopped in 10 years, so I guess it's not a problem. But anyway, to make this rather longish, ponderous story shorter, I bought this piece of property solo in 2003. I finally won title to it after bribing some officials, which it's the way to go in Central America. I didn't get anything for it, and they just took it as to speed things up a little bit. It's a gringo tip for those people that want to do something that's never been titled for. It's a little bit of a headache. I think by 2006 it was titled, and we've been paying property taxes on it, I believe. I think we're about 2 years behind, but they don't really need it, so I guess I'll just pay the penalty when we go down there. And all along while we've been there, we've been putting in some wonderful fruit trees, all organic, cacao, papaya, mangosteen, which that's really wonderful fruit tree that nobody grows sort of north of, I don't know, I guess Jamaica, but that's in such a, they're so delicate, I don't think they do well because of their occasional hurricanes. I've seen one in Puerto Rico, but I don't think that one's there anymore after Maria. So, prepping for our retiree ages, living in the sun as lazy, gay, hedonistic gringos, probably with some real manservants, because we are very loved by the gay population there. They love to be hugged. They have to do everything on the QT because it's not so open. I tell you what, though, I mean, we don't have to look too hard to see that there's a lot of heart coming through there, and there's a little bit of a bulge in the pants at times too. I always have people that follow me around in the stores, and they want to speak English to me, and a bunch of nice kids, basically. But yeah, I would think we will probably have a couple of people that would be family, if you will, and I think that would be nice because our legacy will be entrusted to people that are like-minded, and like I said, the Smithsonian will bring rotations through there to do their botanical counts of what trees they haven't seen in this area. It's very important work for them, I guess, as dendrologists, which is the study of trees. And that's the way things have been planned for. Brad's not particularly, I don't think he's that thrilled with the totality of the environment, although I know he loves aspects of it. He has a good time when we go, and we always come home relaxed. But I think it being in total immersion to it, it's kind of like Hooterville. Maybe a little warmer version of Hooterville. But you can get good pancakes there, so you don't have to depend on Lisa Douglas to have her glop coming out of the bowl and making you a rubberized pancake from Green Acres. Remember back then? It brings some funny memories to me with her flouncy pink negligee with the feathers and trying to work with this rubbery pancake batter. Poor Oliver Wendell Douglas, her attorney husband, he's had many a night of indigestion, I'm sure, with Lisa's cooking. But you know, she was a princess in Hungary. She didn't learn how to do those kind of things. She tries. So anyway, we want the Smithsonian Institute to be involved with this. We want to have rotations for college students, that they could do a semester there in lieu of pay, maybe some back work, you know, not that kind of back work. No, I don't know where your minds are going, but really I think it would be good if they could do some more paths. We have about 2.5 miles of cemented good pathways all the way through, winding through this hilly property. If you really want to see what's going on there, take a look at our website. It hasn't been updated, but it's pretty much accurate in what it's saying up to the point in time. Just add in higher degrees of plant growth and you've got it. It's tropicriverwoods.com. tropicriverwoods.com. It's a real good site. We did it when we had a lot of energy and we were really enthusiastic about it. And somewhere about the time when the real estate market went kaflooey in our country with the big bank crisis, I guess 2009 is when Brad really had to just things weren't coming too well automatically, and he had just opened his office with new people, good employees, just didn't have the opportunities to make his money at that time when he had the energy. So now, as he's pushed next week to 60, he has to do this, and I know it hurts him. I know he really, really does feel depressed sometimes about it. Now, since I'm semi-retired, and because of the idiot truck driver from North Carolina who went through the red light and hit me at a traffic light in my town and knocked my lights out, so my Glasgow coma scale was 3, which basically means they're ready to get the shroud for you. I don't know how they pulled me out of it. I don't know anything about, other than I woke up 6 weeks later and I was at home with the cat on the bed, and I saw the pictures of me after the car wreck. It sucked, basically. But it made me cut my landscaping thing back quite a bit, because you don't do that kind of work very well when you have a really bad back. In 2014, I had 8 discs replaced with titanium and silicone. 8 discs from the cervical down to the mid back, which they call that the thoracic. So it afforded a little bit of comfort when I wasn't working. You know, I'm fine this morning. It wasn't so fine yesterday, because I did some hurricane cleanup yesterday instead of just resting. So hopefully we've got all these things in play. I would hope that one of us doesn't have to leave the cheery side of life and get to the doctor side of life. I don't think that's what we want. And I know Brad's frustrated, because I'm itching to go to see my friends. My goodness, it's been a long time since we've been down in Panama, for various reasons, mainly because I didn't feel so great, and other than that, economic reasons. The fares are very expensive, and they had a commuter airline in our marketplace of Changanola. I guess it's airport code CHX. They used to have 2 commuter planes that ran through there, and so you had a little bit of leverage of when you could leave to go to Panama City so you can get back to Miami. Well, that was taken away from us in about 2009 when Aeroperlis dispensed operation, dismissed operation. So we were left with Air Panama, and they're one flight going in and one flight coming back a day, and it's not so great. They raised the price because there's no competition, and I don't like them as much. So a round trip which used to cost us maybe $600 each is like $1,200 each now, and that didn't fly. More about this in our next episode. If I don't have a chance to talk to you before the end of the weekend, and I might not because I'm going to be cleaning up again outside a little bit, just wanted to wish you love and hope and just a real good time, and know that you're loved here. And I thank you for all of it. I thank you for all your support. I always will. Bye, guys.